Well guys, it is that time of year again. As I've mentioned before, Summer Games Fest is around the corner, that E3 time, or rather what used to be that E3 time and is now only Summer Games Fest. And I have gone over a few trailers here that we've seen over the past few days, but what I wanted to do today was focus on Nintendo and specifically talk about their Nintendo Direct that they mentioned. Now this isn't like a predictions video. I'm kind of planning on saving that for when we get an actual announcement of the date. When we do have this Nintendo Direct, I'll probably be doing a predictions video for all the big three companies and maybe even a couple others if I feel like there's enough to get a video out of. One thing that I wanted to talk about was for this Nintendo Direct coming up, they're talking about how there's not going to be any information concerning their new console when it comes to this showcase. And there's been an idea going around online where people are talking about whether or not this is going to be the last Nintendo Direct that has any focus on the original Nintendo Switch. And I don't think so. You know, I think the momentum that the Switch has is not going to come to a screeching halt. The sales kind of suggest that anyway. They're still selling a good amount. Their sales forecast for the following year also really suggests that, as they're thinking of selling like a good 13 million units this year, even though it's like the 7th or 8th year of the console or whatever. So they really do, and I mean, I don't blame them, they really do seem to want to get to that 160 million unit mark sold, and I think they will, and I think they're even going to surpass that and end up being the best selling, I think the Switch is going to be the best selling home console and handheld of all time. Moving on, another thing to consider is that there hasn't been a price drop this entire time, and maybe they decide as a company, hey, maybe we do drop the price of the original Nintendo Switch, or the Switch OLED, or the Switch Lite, or all three, just so we can continue to push sales even further. And so, it's like, Nintendo's got records to break, they got history to make, they gotta try and outsell the PS2. And let's not forget how long the PS2 was supported. We were still getting games on that system when we were getting games on the Wii and the 360 and the PS3. Look at Guitar Hero 2, just as an example. And even the PS3 and the PS4, they're still making games for PS4. I mean, they're finally stopping now at this point, but there's more of a slow transition period with consoles nowadays. And because of that, I do think that we're going to, in the future, see Nintendo Directs that have announcements for the original Nintendo Switch. I don't think this is going to be the last of it whatsoever. So, Switch is going to be around for a while still. I know everyone's excited for the new thing. I don't blame them. I am too. But I do think that Nintendo is going to still have games announced for Switch 1 occasionally to have it temporarily coexist with the Switch 2, as we had seen with the 3DS to the Switch and many other examples. But that's really all I wanted to wrap my head around here today and talk about. So let me know what you guys think about Nintendo and their plans going forward and what you expect to see out of them. And you can expect to hear about my actual Nintendo Direct predictions within the next week or two. So if you're interested, tune into that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and letting me know what you guys think down below. Keep leveling up, everybody. We'll see you all next time.